Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. Today's video is my Q1 check-in. So my quarter one planning check-in. These are all under my planning updates playlist. I like to give you guys an update every quarter about what I'm planning in and how my planning and journaling is going throughout the year. You can come check here. I have it divided by year. So this is under my 2020 updates playlist. We're just going to jump right in. The most recent video to this would have been my 2020 planner stack, which I actually did at the beginning of January. If you want to see where I was before that, I have my Q4 2019 wrap up in December. I will link those two videos in the description in case you want to see the previous two videos and where I'm coming from. I haven't made any huge planner switches. I did jump out of MÄKSÄLIFE because that was kind of a duplicate. So I will get into talking about that. First, we're going to start with the basics, and then we'll get into the journaling and kind of the extra planners. I am still in my Erin Condren. You guys, if you followed me for any amount of time, know that I have been in Erin Condren since September of 2017. So at the end of this year in September, it will have been 3 years in my Erin Condren for my weekly. And I just have not changed that up because I truthfully just love my Erin Condren so much. I love the colors. I love the paper. I love the feel of my Erin Condren. I get asked a lot, and I will flip through here as I'm talking, how I plan. So my Erin Condren is my weekly. If I start flipping ahead in my weekly here, you will see that I have a few things written out or put on sticky notes. And you know what? This date has changed, so I can take that off. As things come up, I go ahead and plan ahead and put them in my planner. We don't have a lot of events right now up ahead, so I just don't have a lot written in here. But as doctor appointments or things come up, I go ahead and write those ahead in my planner. But I don't always remember to. So every single week, I check my iCal and I go over my week. So right before my week, right now we are at the very beginning of March. We are in this week. I check my iCal for the next week and make sure I have any appointments or events written in my planner. I use my top box for all those scheduled appointments or events and for just anything that I really have to make sure happens that day. So that's kind of like important. If it's a scheduled doctor appointment or an errand that has to happen that day, or like I said, just something I have to make sure gets done that day, that is in box 1. And then the other 2 boxes just are to-dos written in there, main to-dos for the week. This planner doesn't get too crazy looking because I use a golden COIL for my daily planner. And that's where the bulk of my daily lists go. This planner is more like an overview of my week. It sits on my office desk. It's just somewhere I can always refer back to see what's going on for events that week and just to-do items also. In the past couple months, I started adding pictures from my Polaroid zip printer on my dashboards for the month. And then I also started printing 1 or 2 pictures a week. It makes me happy. At the end of the week, I go in, and if it's a holiday though, it might be more picture heavy and, obviously less to-dos because this was Christmas week. And you can see the week before Christmas, kind of the same, more pictures, less to-dos. I like adding the pictures in. Now, as I look back, it makes my planner into a memory keeper without me doing any extra work. So it holds our main events and what was going on and a couple of pictures from the week. And I have just really enjoyed that. We will see if I keep that up. I enjoy looking back on it. I love this dashboard page being for just pictures also for the month since I don't really need it for anything else. I've been using the birthday section just for appointments or big things happening that month. If we do have a birthday in our family, it's like 1 or 2 birthdays for the month. I don't need this whole big box for that. I have not really been utilizing my lined pages for my monthlies in here. Probably if all the nitty gritty things didn't go in my daily, I would be utilizing those like for a monthly list, but that goes in my daily planner. So those really haven't been utilized, but everything else in my Erin Condren has been utilized. As you guys can tell, I do like to have some stickers in here. I go through and sticker my entire planner when I first get it, and I use the academic year. So it starts in July, and I just go ahead and sticker my entire planner. It just really doesn't take that long. It takes just a couple hours, 2 hours folder. So total, just lay out all my stickers. All my stickers in here are Erin Condren, and then it's stickered for the whole year. So as I go and plan ahead, since I am a functional planner and I like to do that, I don't have to worry about where stickers would go because they are already stuck in here and I can write anywhere and everywhere. I've been picking one color of mild liner that matches the monthly Erin Condren color and just kind of using those as a tick off box. So I've been enjoying that. This is my Erin Condren and how I use it. And I love it. I love that adding the pictures, it has kind of become a memory planner. I was sticking this little mini bookmark in on the monthly layout that I'm on to be able to flip there easily since the Erin Condren tab this year does not flip to the month. This is not the monthly layout that I utilize the most in my life. So obviously this was left several months back and I had not moved it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and add it back in here. I do like to be able to flip to my month and look at it. So that's helpful. Like I said, since the tab does not flip to the month, I hope that they change that this next year. I have also had many questions coming up. Erin Condren launches her new planners for the academic year in May. So her new planners will be launched in May and they start in July, and that is for the academic year. Now you can also purchase the calendar year at that time, or it usually has been available at that time. The reason why they come out that early is for the academic year. You can either purchase the academic year, you can purchase 18 months or 12 months or just the 12-month calendar year. Those are options. And every year, Erin Condren changes her theme up. This year's was kaleidoscope, and I'm still enjoying the kaleidoscope. But as a planner lover, of course, I'm already thinking a couple months ahead, and I cannot wait to see what her theme is for 2021. As you can see, my stickers are already placed from now through the end of this planner, which ends at the end of June. As the weeks come up, things start getting written in it. I don't wait until just the Sunday before to go write in my weeks in here. So they get written in as things come up. And then that is the end of my Erin Condren. But I love my Erin Condren. I do not see myself leaving my Erin Condren for weekly. It just truly makes me happy. I like the feel of it in my hand. I like the COIL. I love the paper. I love the colors. I love being able to put the Erin Condren sticker sheets in, especially for those months that have holidays. I kind of like to do extra stickers there. It just truly makes me happy to work in this planner and use it every week. So I don't see anything changing about this planner anytime soon. This is my golden coil, which I am using for a daily planner at this time. However, it is a weekly layout. So as you will see, it is a weekly layout, and yet I am calling it my daily planner. I have an entire recent video just about this planner and about golden coil and how I use this one specifically for my daily. I am going to link that video down below in the description if you are interested. Right now, I have 10% off golden coil with code Amanda10, and that is only through the end of March. So March 31st. That is only the second golden coil code that I have ever gotten. So I don't get a lot of golden coil codes to share. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. Golden coil is a planner you build for yourself. You get to customize and choose where a lot of the pages go, along with choosing your layout. Up until this point, I had not added any stickers whatsoever. Just right now in March, I decided to try some stickers and see how I feel about those. This is the way my golden coil daily is looking. Basically, this just takes all my monthly lists, weekly lists, and daily lists. And this is just where it all goes. Like I said, I'm trying out stickers for the first time in here. I don't see myself continuing to use a lot of stickers in here. I wanted to see how I felt about adding some color. I have been writing my top 3 for the day or appointments on this left-hand side, and then just the remaining to-dos on the right-hand side. That way I can focus on any appointments or errands or my top 3, what must get done. And then this side is just, if I get to it, that's extra, that is great. And it's been working out really well for me. I have a top 3 for my channel for the week and a top 3 for myself for the week. And then I pull those off my monthly lists here. So if you want more information on how I'm using this, that video will be linked down below that I just did recently. Now, if you go back and you watched my 2020 planner stack video, then you would have seen that this is my second year in PowerSheets. So I am still using PowerSheets. I have a full review walkthrough video on these I will link down below in the description. I really enjoyed my first year last year, 2019, in PowerSheets, and I am enjoying it in 2020 so far. I tear out my tending list for the month and I stick it on this clipboard. I just set up March. That's kind of what February looked like. I leave it on this clipboard, either on my desk or on the shelf behind my desk, so I can consult it throughout the month. And I have actually been adding my video work to my tending list too, and I really liked that. You know, my video work definitely has to do with my goals for the month, so I decided to add that in here, and I liked that for February. So I am thoroughly enjoying my PowerSheets still. As you guys know, MÄKSÄLIFE is a new planner that came out this year that incorporates a goal setting system also. PowerSheets are an intentional goal planner, but without a weekly layout. It is not a weekly agenda planner. It is just your intentional goal planner for the year. And if you want to know more about that, like I said, that video will be linked down in the description. MÄKSÄLIFE has your full weekly layout, whether you pick horizontal or you pick vertical. This is the horizontal one. Then it has a whole goal setting system with it. I really like Sierra's goal setting system in this. So I was using this in my bedroom. I will just kind of flip through as like a check-in every night and kind of a like record thoughts and feelings and go ahead and write those weekly goal action items there. I love having a weekly habit tracker built into your week. So I love so much about MÄKSÄLIFE, but just recently I kind of tapered off using it because I am just trying to use a little bit less since I am using PowerSheets for my goal planner and I don't really need another weekly planner because I'm using my Erin Condren for my weekly, obviously, and my golden COIL for my daily. I decided to leave this alone for right now, and I can always come back to it when I want to because I just wasn't feeling the pull to stay in another book. Although I love so much about MÄKSÄLIFE. Who knows? I might jump back in here. I really like her goal setting system, and I have a full review of this planner. I also have a $10 off, and all that will be linked down in the description. And I love having just a weekly habit tracker because I do keep track of habits on a big yearly habit tracker, which I've shared on Instagram before for like my scripture reading and my walks, but it's nice to kind of check in every week and see how you're doing. So I have been missing that a little bit. And now just as I'm flipping through it, there's so much I have been missing about MÄKSÄLIFE that I might be jumping back in. It was nice to just kind of have a nightly check-in. I was kind of writing my wins in here every night, although I didn't need another weekly planner. Like I said, I really appreciated the habit tracker and I really appreciated visiting your goals every week through weekly action items and having those laid out right here. So right now, this is the one thing which I have kind of phased out, but it's definitely might be something I come back to because I am so drawn to it. I'm still using PowerSheets. That is my goal planning right here. Ashley Shelley for the past several years has been the monthly planner that I love to use. What this does is it kind of takes the place of a wall calendar or wall planner or desk pad. I leave it hooked to the month that I'm on and I leave it up on an acrylic easel on my desk. And that way I just have my months right in front of me and I can easily flip and see what is going on. So I record all our big events in the iCal on my phone and then big events go on here. This is my monthly anchor. This is where I come to look besides my iCal if anything is going on monthly and where I can transfer this into my weekly planner. It's so nice because there is only one page in between every month. It makes it easy to flip from month to month and have the whole year in one really slim book on really nice 80-pound paper. And I usually just assign a color per month in here. And I mean, I do wish the monthly colors were more neutral because that would allow me to choose my monthly color and kind of have that guide me. Other than that, I love the lines. I love everything about it. It's worked so well for me. I think this is the third year that I have used it. I can easily flip through all my months and see what's going on way ahead of time. I just love having a small monthly that's easy to do and that also I'm not looking through the middle of a COIL and flipping through a big planner. It just works for me. Before this, I used to always have kind of a desk pad wall calendar and I had to pull it off the wall every time to flip through and write things on it. And this just simplified that system so much. So this is my monthly where I turn for that. that. If you have followed me for any amount of time, you know that I have used the Leuchtturm Some Lines a Day 5-year memory book, and I am on year 3. So I rotate in this between black and blue ink. I also write the day of the week next to the year every day, and I also write the temperature in every day, and it's fun to look back over that. This has been so rewarding to keep up with. It's been the most rewarding journaling I've ever done. I truly love this Some Lines a Day 5-year memory book, and I will link that review video down below in the description if you want to check out a full review and see it before I started filling it out, be able to see the blank pages. I also have a comparison with this 5-year journal from Unbound, and this is a really nice 5-year journal from Unbound, but I have a comparison video of these two showing the pages side by side if you're interested in that. Now, this is something new that I have added in since my 2020 January planner stack video. Something I've always wanted to start, but I just never had jumped in, is just writing one little thing every day, is noticing how I see the Lord's hand in my life every day and recording that every day. And I thought a 5-year journal would be a really good way to do that. And I have really enjoyed this paper and just the beautiful fonts that were chosen for this book and the way that it's different from the Leuchtturm book. I just started that in mid-February. It was okay with me that I wasn't starting it at the beginning of the year. I hope that it is something that I keep up for the full 5 years, just like I intend to do with this book. It's been so simple because this takes less time than even my journaling. This is just 1 or 2 lines about how I have seen the Lord's hand in my life that day. That's it. Those are the 2 5-year journals that I'm keeping up. They stay right next to my bed at night, and I just write it in really quick before bedtime every night. Both of these together probably take no more than 5 minutes. And like I said, this has just been really fulfilling to journal in, and I'm on year 3. All right, what I'm using for my content planning, I wanted to make sure to touch on this since I did put it in my previous planning updates check-in videos and my 2020 planner stack video. I am still using the MUJI planner from Amazon. It's just a horizontal layout on your left side, a blank page on your right side. And I have been using this for the entire year. Actually, I got it and started using it, I think, a little bit before the end of 2019. Yeah, because it actually started in December. It works perfectly for my content. If you've been following me, then you know I've used Hobonichi Weeks for my content. So this is the same layout. It's just a little bit bigger. And I have used Golden COIL for my content, this same layout, but that was just way bigger. This is in the middle of Hobonichi Weeks, and Golden COIL, it sits up on an easel on my desk. It has been working so perfectly. I do not see myself changing this for next year at all. Like, I feel like I've just, one's a little too small, one was a little too big, and I just landed on the perfect size for my content. It lets me list everything out that week that I'm thinking of posting or things I need to film or get ready. And then it lets me kind of map out my week a little bit and fill in as we go along and what needs to go on each day. It just works perfectly for my content. It's compact. It's the right size. I have been so glad that I just happened upon this at the end of 2019. And I still use my same clipboard system for my YouTube videos that I have used since pretty much the beginning. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? And ideas and extra stickies go back there. This is where all my videos go, and it just makes it easy to move and look ahead and move them around. I do write my videos in here. That's written in red, but to plan way far ahead videos, they all go on sticky notes and they all go on this clipboard. So that is my content planning. All right, guys, that wraps up my planning update for Q1 of 2020. Not too many things have changed since the 2020 stack video in the beginning of January, but I know as the year goes on, things may morph and change. I truly do love my Golden COIL layout. I will admit, next year I'm going to pick a much brighter color and some brighter tabs because this color is beautiful, but it has made me feel a little bit drab when you put it next to an Erin Condren cover or a Simplified. And I have just learned that I really need bright and happy in my planners. Probably that's why I always pick the Erin Condren colorful over the neutral. The colors glowing with the month and the seasons and the holidays truly make me happy. But this layout is working so perfectly for me. I'm still in it and still using it. And most time I don't see the cover. Most time I just see the tabs. And it truly is just, my daily to-do list planner. But those are my feelings right now as of Q1, and we will see what happens as the year goes on. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I would love to hear in the comments what you are using right now for your main same planners and how that's working out. I would love to hear if you have stayed in the same planners since January, or if you have already switched planners up after Q1, realizing that something isn't working or making you happy. So I'd love to hear about that in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.